morning, students. Let's start our session with the seventh lesson, from shelters to village settlements. Children, in last sixth lesson, we have tried to come across what do we call as history of a human being, then evolution of mankind and animals. In details, we learn about evolution of mankind. In the recent lesson, we have tried to understand the tools and the relation with the Stone Ages. And in this lesson, we are going to learn about how the human being had civilized and how the civilization has reached with the current situation or to the current situation. I know that this is the lesson wherein you can relate yourself, or we all can relate ourselves with the terms which has been given in the lesson. So here we go. First of all, let's talk about shelter. Children, we all need shelter, isn't it? Can we stay without a shelter? Okay, before we start, let me ask you a question. What are the basic needs of a mankind? Can you answer? I hope that you all know, at least you can guess. Yes, we need shelter. Yes, that means we need home. And along with that, we also, the very first need, how we can synchronize it, how we can give a series, that we need food, we need clothes, and we need shelter, isn't it? Without shelter, a man is insecure, right? In order to secure the life, in order to save ourselves from rain, then from heat, from cold, we all need shelters, isn't it? So when the man was not such civilized one, during the time they used to travel from one place to another, right? So when we were trying to understand the migration of Neanderthals or Homo sapiens or Homo erectus, that how they have migrated from one place to another, because they had never thought about getting a shelter. So rather than building their own houses, they used to take shelter under the caves, right? So let's start. So in the fifth lesson, we saw that the Neanderthal lived mainly in caves, isn't it? At the time, the climate in Europe was extremely cold. How it was? It was extremely cold. And thus, the Neanderthal could protect themselves from the freezing temperature. You can see like how it is, hard it must be for the Neanderthal to survive in this. So the Neanderthal could protect themselves from the freezing temperature because they wore leather clothing. What they used to wear? Leather clothing. And they used to make a use of a fire. And perhaps that was not enough. That is why they use animal hides to erect tents inside the caves for warmth. You can see here the hides of different kinds of animals which they used to use for in order to erect tents. That means in order to stand the tents in the cave so that they can get some warmth. So wherever necessary, they also build huts in the open. You can see here how the people are building their huts. Can you see this? And they are also wearing the leather. They are also trying to cut the leather. They are using some wooden things. So everybody is busy with the erecting tents out there, isn't it? You can see how people are busy with the domestic things during that time too. Children, century after century and millennium after millennium, the human settlements have undergone such a changes that right now we can see the towers of 100-story towers and more than that, right? There are countries which are registering their records year after years, that the which country has the highest towers, right? So the basic the beginning of this was just a normal hut which was built by the human beings, right? So that is what we are going to learn in this lesson, that how it has happened, how they turn to erect the camps, then how they turn to erect their tents. It can be temporary, it can be permanent also. And how when they had settled themselves, now they are no more, they are not migrating from one place to another, and as they have settled themselves, so that settlement has caused them to harvest the grains, so that there should not be any need of turning to the or finding for the new places to hunt or to be in the search of food, right? You can see in the picture like how huge and how tall the towers are. So if we compare that era wherein man must have started building their huts, and how where we have reached, isn't it amazing? Yes, it is, right? So this is called development. Development in the nature of a human beings, and development in their brain and with their ideas also, right? You can see how beautiful these houses are also, isn't it? You can see such kind of hillside sheds in our country at the northeast part, like you can say Nagaland, Mizoram, then Meghalaya, then Assam, so which are known as seven sisters. Okay, those are the states. Mizoram, Manipur is also there, then Sikkim is also there, wherein uh, mostly hilly areas are there. So this kind of beautiful houses you can see out there. So when it comes to the shelters, so according to the geographical location nowadays also, the type of houses are different, right? So even that is also a development, isn't it, children? According to the weather, according to the temperature, a human being has learned that what changes there must be in their architecture. That's what I mean. Okay, so let's go ahead. Here, when we are talking about the seasonal camps, in the Middle Stone Age, group of Homo sapiens had established camps all over the world. At the time, the climate was getting warmer, and everywhere the environment was changing. Okay, so and with it, the diet of Homo sapien was also undergoing change. So as I said, that as they settled, they started harvesting. So by the time of the Middle Stone Age, big animals like mammoths means it is a kind of a elephant only. I'll show you. You can see this is mammoths. This is such a huge one. Big animals like mammoths were on the way or to extinction, and due to the changing environment, and also because they were hunted on a very large scale. That is why Homo sapiens had largely turned to fishing. Hmm? As people used to, this was a huge animal, so how they must be doing? As everybody was in the search of food, they must be hunting this one, and then they must be sharing the share with everybody in the group, right? So due to this, what had happened, that this animal was on the way to its extinction. Like whom? Yes, in the fourth lesson we learned the extinction of what? Dinosaurs, correct. So similarly, due to hunting, even these mammoths were what? On the way of extinction. You can see. So as we said, that as the mammoths were on the way of extinction, so there was a need to find out the another way, like how they can fulfill the need of a food. So the human being Homo sapiens had largely turned to fishing. Okay, so he also began to depend more on hunting smaller animals, not like a mammoths, smaller animals like the wild boar, then deer, mountain, goat, and sheep. The changed diet pattern enabled the group of Homo sapiens to roam to this faraway regions. They moved their camps to different places according to seasonal change. So if they feel the particular region wherein they previously were located at, they used to turn or migrated to the area wherein they could get some warmth or sunny regions were there. So they used to move towards it. Here also you can see they must be feeling too cold, and thus they have set a fire out of their tent. Now they moved their camps to different places according to the seasonal changes, and they harvested seasonal wild grains and gathered seasonal fruits and roots. They would find out the best season for fishing and use the knowledge to their advantage. By observation, they discovered the best hunting grounds. For this reason, they stayed in one place for longer period. So they cleared jungle by felling trees and set up their seasonal camp in the clearing. Okay, so herein you can see how Homo sapiens are harvesting. Can you see this? So the way of life of humans in New Stone Age was completely different from that of human in the Old Stone Age and in the Middle Stone Age. During this period, human becomes producer of food grain. Right. The beginning of the cultivation is the characteristic of a culture of a new Stone Age. So that means they are no more dependent upon hunting. Hunting has become secondary or tertiary to them, or it was not a priority. Okay, and gathering way of life, it is necessary to keep moving all time. However, agriculture make it possible to store food and use it over a longer time, right? So even if we are buying some food, we can store it in a house. Do we buy like rice every day? Do we buy it? No. This is a human tendency, that why we are keeping food in the larger amount, so that there should not be any need to move out of the house just to buy it every day. So during the time of New Stone Age, even man has understand that this can help us and this can save our time and as well as energy too, and thus they paid more attention to the agriculture. Got it? So in this lesson we learn like how there was a need of uh, shelters. Children, we know that if we are going on the picnic, we also erect such tents, right? Why? Just to save ourselves from the weather, right? From cold, from the air, right? So such kind of the idea of tent is being adapted from whom? From Homo sapiens. So we must thank to them, isn't it? We learn this many things in this lesson. So right now this kind of plastic tents are okay, but during that time when they were fighting with the weather, they used to use this kind of hides of different animals, and they used to erect the tents which were made by this leather. Okay, if you see any English art film, you will see that during the time they used to hide their ships also with the such leather. Okay, so this is for the day. We need to understand that moreover the nature of agriculture work made it necessary to stay in one place. Therefore, people established permanent village settlement and live in the generation after generation. In the next lesson, we shall review the social organization and the culture of this village settlement. Social organization means right now the life which we are leading. It is how we are socially accountable for many things. So how mankind has turned to that situation, or how we all have reached the condition which is of nowadays. Okay, we'll see that slowly or gradually. We will look at it. Thank you. Do read the lesson twice or thrice so that you can understand the whole lesson and its new terminologies, new words. I hope that every word is like it is not beyond your understanding. It is too easy.